scotch, bourbon, and rye. If they like a bottle, they'll tell you why.
Hey everybody! Welcome to another episode of Trenny and C. I'm Trenny, this is C, and we've decided to do a full review today of this little beauty. This is Dunville's Belfast 3 Crowns Irish Whiskey Sherry Finish.
Yeah, there's a lot to say there. That's a mouthful. Here, let me get a quick bottle zoom in.
I think the percentage is what, like 43.3 or somewhere in there? What is the percentage?
43 point... Let me block you out. 43.5, right?
0.5.
And this
Even
one
better.
is presented to us by Cork Wines and Whiskies out of Ontario. So they import this. And this is one version of Dunville's, but Dunville's has like...
Tons.
I think there's like 10 or more.
Yeah.
Different.
Like PX Sherry version, like
They've
10-year-old,
got
12-year-old, all sorts of different ones.
Pretty crazy stuff. So this is kind of... I don't want to. I guess it's kind of the entry level of the Dunvilles. I mean, it's some fancy stuff. So let's get.
But it's kind of cool because this one's finished in sherry barrels. It's got we'll get to the nose and stuff like that, but it's a younger whiskey, but it really shines properly. I think
it actually
like
really
we
does.
were pretty pumped when we first opened this one, going, oh,
because it was our first time trying it, and we really didn't know what to expect at all.
Yeah.
What it says on the back here is it says 3 Crowns, 3 fine crafted whiskeys, 3 fine selected casks, married sherry finish. So the way that Dave presented it almost sounds like they've blended 3 whiskeys and then finished them together in sherry barrels.
casks.
So I'm not exactly sure about that. The website doesn't really go into any more detail.
Yeah, there's not a lot of stuff online about the exact details of how they kind of make the stuff, but it is a product that was around years and years and years ago, and now it's kind of coming back, revisiting this old gem. So
and I know it's probably, you start smelling because I'm gonna keep talking for a second. It says Dunvilles and Co. Limited, distillers, blenders, and bottlers.
Okay.
So it kind of sounds like they're doing a few different things here.
It's like all at the one spot.
Yes, and however, I think it says specifically that this one on here, it says distilled and bottled by Dunvilles. So this one specifically sounds like it's distilled by them.
Cool.
And so let's get to the nose.
So
little color.
Yeah, nice golden.
This one does mention specifically on the label non-chill filtered.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
And a nice percentage on there.
Yeah.
And it's a blend again, not a single malt, but has like on the nose does have like kind of a malty style to it. It's like a unmalted and malted kind of barley style, but you do get that ruby kind of red sherry.
Yeah, it's got a kind of a booming, rich, that sherry fruit that you like Scotch drinkers will be very familiar with. It has that kind of like almost a Scotchiness on the nose, like
a little bit of caramels in there too, and like I kind of first got like a little bit of a kind of chocolate thing in it, but now that I'm nosing it more, it's like the fruits are opening up and it's like a little bit effervescent on the nose, like it's quite bright.
Yeah, but it has like a lot of Irish whiskey can be fairly muted on the nose because of how like soft it is.
Yeah.
This one has quite a nice like booming nose.
Yeah.
There's a lot to discover here.
I would say like from the color you wouldn't suspect that it had much sherry influence, but then on the nose you're getting a little bit more of that.
Almost like those Red Vines licorice or something.
Yeah. Okay, let's get to the flavor here.
Let's taste it. Nice flavor on it. It starts with a little bit of that kind of youthful zing and zest.
Yeah.
But where a lot of whiskeys fall down with that is they'll be like, let's make it cask strength.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes it like this. The youth on this is actually like quite nice in a way because it's makes it lively tasting.
Yeah, it actually it brings something to it from the flavor profile. Like you kind of said, it creates a little bit of like the effervescence that gives it more boldness.
Yeah, it's not just a youthful thing. Like, you're not tasting, like you might get in a virgin oak style cask where it's just like really oaky, and then that's masking the youthfulness. I think the youth actually works with this one quite well,
because it's like on top of that, there's like the soft vanillas and the things that you expect from an Irish whiskey,
and you kind of actually get some like orchard fruit kind of styles, like greener fruits, like green apple maybe even.
What I like is the sweetness level on this one. Like, it's in that like 6.5, 7, even is 7.5 kind of sweetness. So it's got like a nice sweetness to it. It's got the fruitiness that the sherries are bringing. It's got the youthful zing and zest that's pumping it up too. Like there's
a slight higher percentage value.
Yeah, and a little bit more percentage too. So you get a little bit of bang for your buck there. Like this is pretty damn good.
It's pretty interesting, I'd say, because like sometimes, not always, but some Irish whiskey, the nose and the flavor match where it's muted,
but it's flat.
It's
Irish
flat.
whiskey can. That's the one criticism, is it can fall a little flat, like in the boring sense.
Well, it's like almost like some Irish whiskey. It's like you're there to just crush it,
and that is kind of a value of Irish whiskey. You can just crush it. But I would say that there's nothing boring about this one, yet also crushable.
Yeah, totally. So, and like sometimes these newer, I don't want to say newer because it's old, but like these styles aren't sippers necessarily, and I think this is highly sippable.
Oh, absolutely. Like I could crush a bunch of this one.
Yeah. So, good job, Dunvilles.
Yeah, Dunville's great start. I look forward to hopefully trying some more of what they've got in their lineup, because the first one is kind of knocking it out of the park. From expectations.
For sure.
Return on expectations.
Yeah. So, very cool.
Yeah, so once again, thanks to Cork Wines and Whiskeys, and thank you to Dunvilles. And this is definitely, it's coming up on Irish whiskey season here. We're closing in on St. Patrick's, and I would get this on your radar ahead of time.
Totally. Yeah, go buy this. Try it out for yourself.
For sure.
See what you think.
All right, cheers.
Cool. Cheers.
Subscribe on YouTube.
A little bit of grassy,
but has that like
vanilla,
the Irish maltiness.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do. Like the nose is interesting, I think, which doesn't always happen with Irish whiskey.
Yeah, totally. But it's also like, it's Irishy, but it's almost got some Scotchy qualities too.
Yeah, totally.
I think sherry always brings that out.